Hi, hello, how are you? And welcome back to another video. I know what you're thinking. It's Sunday, where's the 100 Rescue Challenge? Well, 100 Rescue Challenge will have to wait until next week because it is Mermaid Week on my channel. What are you talking about, Veronica? Okay, so if you are, I don't know, either generally moseying around the internet or part of the internet art community in some way, then you probably know it's Mermaid, which is an art challenge kind of like Inktober, where every day in May you draw something. But for Mermaid, it's you draw a mermaid every day, whereas Inktober you just draw something in ink every day, you know. And I completely missed the boat, pun intended, on Mermaid. And so, because otherwise, let me just get this thing straight. If I had realized Mermaid was coming up, I would have been prepared to do a mermaid video every day in May. And I'm so ashamed. So next year, if I forget again, it's just going to be unacceptable. And we're going to have to figure out some kind of horrible punishment for me for missing a mermaid a second time, because it would be so fun. But anyway, so I've decided we're going to do Mermaid Week since we didn't get to do a mermaid month. And so we're going to be doing a bunch of mermaid things, starting with this build. This is a mermaid lagoon that a mermaid will be living in later this week. The next video you'll see from me will be actually a create a sim of our mermaid. And the big thing this week is that the Mermaid Week will include gameplay mods. I know, what? Veronica doesn't use gameplay mods, I know, but we're branching out because aside from missing Mermaid, I've just been kind of feeling like meh about videos, and I think it's because I'm bored. I realized that my three-legged llama sail video, which was an episode of the Witch in the City challenge, was actually my 100th video. So I believe this speed build is my 102nd or 103rd video, which is insane. It's been a little over 6 months on this channel. It's been over 100 videos, and I think I'm just like, I don't know. I don't like change, but at the same time, I can't get too deep into a routine, or I just start to just, I don't know, shrivel up a little bit, metaphorically. And so I want to do some changes. So you might notice some changes in how I compose my thumbnails. You might notice some changes in what we're doing on my channel. Like, just, I don't know. I really like the idea of a themed week, though. So hopefully in the future, you'll see, like, every once in a while, randomly will be like, drop everything. It's the blank theme week, you know? So it's Mermaid Week, and I'm excited. We should probably talk about the build, though, you know, because it's a speed build video. Isn't that what you talk about in speed build videos? I guess occasionally. But so since it's Mermaid Week, I have downloaded a mermaid mod, and we're going to play with her. And I was like, okay, well, she needs a place to live. And I wanted to build a lagoon. And originally I was thinking it would just be like literally just a lagoon. And then I was like, well, that probably wouldn't work because she's a mermaid, but she's still a person. So she's going to have to be able to meet her other needs. So I built a house in a lagoon kind of thing. And I was kind of trying to bring in lagoon elements and still have it be a house. And so that's like all these big rock pillars. I was thinking of in Peter Pan, the lagoon where all the mermaids live in Peter Pan, where they're surrounded by these huge rocks and stuff. And so I threw some of those in. And then originally I was going to just have the big pool on the outside. And I was like, what if to get into the mermaid's house, you had to swim in? And so I brought in that little kind of pool outcropping into the house. And then that's how you get into the house. And then the bathroom's downstairs, and then there's a set of stairs that leads up, and there's actually another door that leads into where the little kitchen area is and her bedroom. And this is a small house, but I was thinking that the mermaid would prioritize water over anything else, so I tried to prioritize water features over anything else. So there's a big pool, the lagoon, and then there's a smaller pool, which I just imagine is just a smaller separate body of water in the lagoon. It's just like a little tide pool or something. And then the bathroom has a tub because obviously the mermaid's going to soak. There's also another pool on the second floor of this house, and obviously it's just a swimming pool, but what I wanted more than anything for a lagoon was a waterfall, and there aren't any waterfalls that you can add to builds in The Sims 4. And so I put that in there with windows, so it just had that open water feeling. And so it's more like one of those pools you see on like really fancy hotels where it like looks over a city or like off a cliff or something. You know what I'm talking about. They're are they infinity pools? I don't know, but that's what I was going for. So I had it's not really a waterfall illusion, but kind of that kind of thing. So that's where I went with that. And then the whole downstairs, I wanted to feel like it's a pool room kind of, but I didn't want it to feel like a pool room because for her, that's not what it is. It's the entrance to her house. So I wanted it to feel like an entrance. So I put seating and I tried to make it cute. And the bathroom, like I said, I put a tub in there and I was thinking, well, the mermaid's probably not going to shower. She's probably going to be the long, chill bubble bath kind of person. And so I went with that. And I was trying to tie in as much kind of, I don't know, ocean inspired and water inspired tones as I could without overdoing it. I really had to resist, again, bringing in the blue bathroom. If you've seen my beach house build, because I was like, why wouldn't the mermaid have a blue bathroom? But I was like, no, hold off. And then the hardest part was actually trying to figure out, once I got up here, I was like, oh yeah, she does need a kitchen, because I was just imagining this like beautiful bedroom space. I was like, oh, well, we should probably figure this out. And then I decided to kind of section this off a little bit and still make the main part of the second floor her bedroom, but with a functioning kitchen. I actually just realized now that there's no seating for her. Like, I guess she can eat downstairs by the pool, which would probably make more sense for her, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. And then ended up making this tiny little entry hallway that leads between the kitchen and the bedroom. And I painted it this pretty, like, blushy pink color, which reminded me of, like, the inside of seashells. And then I brought back in the wood plank walls in the kitchen that I had used on the outside of the house. And I don't know, this house for me has kind of a modern beach house vibe, but obviously it's mermaid functional, because how many people do you know? Hopefully, I would think the answer is none, that you have to swim into their house to enter. You know, I thought about putting external stairs, and then once I had the idea to have her swim into the house, and I actually got the idea from my collab that I did a little while back with Live the Simmer for the Jungle Adventure game pack, where I entered a temple that you actually had to swim through a maze to get into. And obviously she didn't need a maze. She's not trying to like booby trap her house or anything. But that's where I got the idea to swim into the building. And I was like, ooh, fancy. And then I just tried to make it look really tropical, which the Jungle Adventure game pack came in handy for that for sure, because some of the most beautiful tropical plants in the game are in that pack. And I tried to, like I in my last build, I tried not to overdo the landscaping, because you know what? I get a little obsessive with landscaping sometimes, and I think I need to take a step back. The last thing that I add to this house, and I add it at the very, very end, so just look out for it. There will definitely be a screenshot of it too at the end, but for the mod that I downloaded, the Mermaid mod, and I can't think of who it's by, but when we actually play with it in a upcoming video, I will give you all the details about the mod. It's not a new mod, actually. It's been around. And so I'll give you all the details of that. So don't worry about that right now. Don't worry your pretty little head. But I place the statue, it's the Mermaid Queen statue, I think, from the mod. And that's why, if you want to download this house, you're going to have to go into the gallery and go to my profile, and then make sure that you have custom content checked in the search, because otherwise it won't show up, because of that single statue in this build is custom content. Everything else is from the Sims 4 game and its packs. And so I put that there, and that's kind of where our story will begin when we get into playing with our mermaid. But oh my gosh, I completely lost where I was going with that. But the mermaid statue is here, and so I feel like ultimately the lagoon was here first, and then the statue was here. The mermaid found the statue and then built her house around it. I don't know. Also, I have another project in the works. It's going to take a while, so don't be like, hey, where is that project you talked about? I'm trying to figure out a way that I can do it because it's a big project, and I'm trying to figure out a way that I can keep you updated with it over as I do sections of it. But anyway, get excited for Mermaid Week. I'm excited. You should be excited. I'm going to let you go because the screenshots should be rolling through. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'd really love to know what you think, especially as I start making some changes to the channel. But anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!